Hi, and welcome back to the Lock Around the Clock for Week 4. We're a quarter of the way into the season already. It's soon to be October, and the weather's starting to change, and things are going to be crazy for the NFL. Before you know it, we'll have snow in games. Last week we didn't do so well. We hit a little bit of a speed bump, but we're back on track this week, going 3-0 against the spread, starting with the 1 o'clock lock, which takes place in Dallas with Detroit and the Cowboys. The Lions and Cowboys, two teams that would play on separate fields on Thanksgiving, guaranteed every year, will be playing on the same field against each other. This game here has all the makings of, well, an offensive battle. Look, Detroit really, don't let the Patriot game that they played the other day, last week, be any kind of determining factor here. The Patriots are decimated on offense. They've looked horrible in all of their games. Dallas comes in this game with a running game, solid running game, and also a pretty decent passing game against the Detroit team that can give up some points. Look, Detroit is able to score points, especially in the fourth quarter, but they looked as if they got back on track finally last week. I look for this game to be a big scoring game, and the total in this game is only 44. This has all the makings of a 27-24 kind of game. I look for the total to go well above the mark, go above the 44, take the over in the Dallas-Detroit game. That's the 1 o'clock lock. On to the 4 o'clock lock, we have the Chargers laying 10 points at home. Oh my God, the Chargers. Chargers going against a team in San Francisco who just lost Jimmy Garoppolo for the year. Offensively, just doesn't look good, even with Garoppolo in there. Their defense has been decimated. Sherman's probably going to be out in this game, I believe. The other parts of their defense just not working, unable to stop anything, and Melvin Gordon looking to go nuts in this game. Look, Phillip Rivers and this offense haven't really got on track in any particular game this year, but this is the cure for all on this game. They're going to get some points on the board. They're going to look to score. I think Phil Rivers will probably have his normal 300 and 350-yard, 3-touchdown game. Melvin Gordon, I look to add maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns on there himself on the ground. Should get well over 100 yards. I don't know where the offense is going to come with Beathard and the San Francisco 49ers team. I also know that their defense is not going to be able to stop this San Diego potent offense. Take the Chargers, lay the 10.5. Look for them to win this by 2 touchdowns or more easily. On to the 8 o'clock lock, we have Pittsburgh at home in the big ketchup bottle against arch rival Baltimore. Well, Baltimore has looked pretty offensive in this season so far. Roethlisberger and company with Juju Smith-Schuster and Antonio Brown should be able to light it up past this Ravens defensive backfield. I'm not really sold on the defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game either. And like I said, Baltimore has been coming on with their running game. Their passing game has been working. Yes, they're a defensive game, and usually these games between these two teams are somewhat low scoring, but I look for the exact opposite in this game. The weather's going to be good over the weekend. They're going to still be able to pass the ball. Roethlisberger, as we've seen at home, usually throws for 3+ touchdowns, is good for that. And I think also Baltimore is going to be able to get things going. The total in this game is 51, which is one of the higher totals of the week. But I look for this, like I said, to be a completely different Baltimore-Pittsburgh game than what we're used to. Look for the total to go over the 51 in the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game Sunday night. That is your lock around the clock. Until next week when we go 3-0 against the spread, take it to the book, take it to the bank, and there's always a you. Take it ace!